Motivation, ability, role perception, situation. Mars. Motivation, ability, role perception, situation. Mars.
Welcome viewers, we're the General Management Gurus, and today we're here to tell you about the Mars model. What is it and why is it important? The Mars model of individual behavior was developed to explain how different factors influence employee performance and behavior in the workplace. The model was created in response to the need for a structurized way to understand the differences in individual behavior within organized environments. The model's purpose was to help managers and organizations improve performance by focusing on key factors that drive behavior. The name MARS is an acronym that stands for the four components that make up the model. These components are motivation, ability, role perceptions, and situational factors. Individual characteristics such as personality, values, and emotions, among others, serve as foundational elements that influence the four key components of the MARS model. For instance, a person's motivation or response to certain situational factors can be greatly influenced by their personality traits. The MARS model can be a valuable tool for organizations in many ways. Here are just a few examples, though not exhaustive, of how it can help improve organizations' performance. 1. Diagnose the reason for performance issues. 2. Increase employee motivation. 3. Reduces workplace conflict. And 4. Boosts employee retention.
History and foundation of the Mars model. The Mars model was introduced by Stephen McShane and Mary Ann von Glindow in their book Organizational Behavior that was first published in the early 2000s. Over time, the Mars model has become a widely recognized tool in the field of organizational behavior, helping leaders and managers diagnose and address performance-related challenges in the workplace. It emphasizes the performance that is not solely based on employee abilities, but also their motivation, how they perceive their role, and external forces inside the workplace as well. The components. As previously mentioned, the four main components of the Mars model is motivation, abilities, role perception, and situational factors. In the next section, we will explore each of these four components in more detail to strengthen your overall understanding and knowledge of the Mars model. Motivation. Motivation refers to that internal drive that one might get, which influences their direction, intensity, and persistence of their behavior. This drive can either be intrinsic, which is driven by personal satisfaction, or extrinsic, which can be driven by external rewards, just like trying to get a raise. While high levels of motivation can majorly boost somebody's work performance, low levels of motivation can absolutely tank somebody's work production in the workplace. If you can master motivation, your work productivity and job satisfaction can be at an all-time high.
Next up, we have got ability. So ability refers to the skills, knowledge, and competences a worker might need to perform tasks effectively. Ability can both be innate talent and learned skills. Even if a worker might have high motivation, low ability in a specific task can hinder their productivity, making ability one of the most important factors within MARS. Hiring workers with the right ability can not only reduce costs in training, but also improve their training processes. When employees have the right abilities, they're better equipped to meet performances, expectations, and productivity in the workplace will go up. So the three main factors within abilities are job matching, so ensuring that employees and skills and talents align with their roles, the training, so making sure short-term learning programs to improve their skills, and then the development, which is long-term growth for advancing and performance.
Role perceptions. Role perception refers to how well an employee knows their job, how to do their job, and their responsibilities. Good role perception in a workplace helps all employees stay on task, improving worker productivity and collaborating effectively, reducing confusion in the workplace. Misunderstanding or unclear expectations can lead to employee frustration, inefficiency, and even disagreements in the workplace. Having clear role perception can optimize employee performance and overall help glue together the Mars model.
Finally, we have situational factors. Situational factors is the final component of the Mars model. Situational factors are external conditions that can influence a worker's individual behavior or preferences. These include elements such as work environment and available resources, as well as external constraints like time pressure or equipment constraints. Even if motivation, ability, and role perception are all high, an unfavorable situation can highly hinder a worker's performance, making situational factors a key piece in the Mars model. In the workplace, it is key that managers provide the right resources and support to their employees for everything to go right in the workplace.
Here's an example of how the Mars model can be used. Here's a scenario about John and how the Mars model is used to help him analyze this employee's performance. John is a new customer service rep at a tech company. His job is to assist customers troubleshooting software issues. After a few weeks, his performance is below expectations, he is slow in resolving issues, seems disengaged, and occasionally gives incorrect solutions. Using the Mars model, we can dissect John's performance and analyze issues he faces that may be deteriorating his performance. Motivation. John may lack motivation since joining a new company can be overwhelming and frustrating. He could also desire more incentive or recognition for good performance, making him more eager to learn. His ability. Perhaps John has excellent customer service skills, but weak technical knowledge. His lack of ability makes him struggle to diagnose customer problems, leading to incorrect solutions. Role perception. John is unclear about his role. He isn't sure if the goal is quick solutions or detailed customer explanations. His manager hasn't clearly defined what good performance looks like. Situational factors. The company may have outdated or different software than John is used to, making him hard to accurately troubleshoot. A staff shortage could have John also handling high volumes of calls with little support. Using the Mars model, we can see and diagnose the potential delays and issues affecting John's ability to meet and perform at the company's standard. The model helps to highlight potential solutions that would improve his performance. In this situation, possible solutions the company could incorporate to improve John's performance could be they could provide technical training, they could set clear expectations for role perception, they could offer incentive and support to increase his motivation, and they could improve resources and staffing to help with his situational factors.
The organization that we have chosen to relate to the Mars model is Alco Electrical. First of all, what is Alco Electrical? Alco Electrical is a Manitoba-based electrical contracting company that specializes in commercial, industrial, and design build. Some of their work you may be familiar with is their servicing to Red River College, all MPI locations, True North Sports and Entertainment, as well as completed and current projects such as Amazon and FedEx facilities, Steinbach Credit Union, the Air Cargo Logistics Facility, and Misericordia Health Center. Led by my dad, Dale Hendry, president of Alco Electrical, their mission is to provide customers with exceptional work and professional service through to the final details of each job. Alco has achieved over 30 years of success in an extremely team-oriented fashion, valuing the efforts of each and every employee, both in the field and in the office.
Okay, so first of all, we have the motivation. So the primary challenge that Alco has faced is disengagement due to personal distractions. These personal distractions can be controllable, such as simple things like watching a YouTube video, people gambling at work, or like just texting their friends. And they can also be uncontrollable things, such as a family member calling or for health reasons, or other distractions such as that. But overall, employees struggling to remain focused due to personal matters or lack of immediate career progression can lead to reduced productivity and task completion within the workplace. So what is the solution to these distractions? Well, at Alco, it starts with building a culture that encourages collaboration and encouragement. It is important that senior leadership actively supports team members to boost morale and create a sense of accountability for those distractions. Following culture, a successful motivation environment ensures that leaders at Alco lead by example. You want people in those positions to showcase strong character and communication skills, motivating through influence rather than people seeing bad influences. Short-term incentives and performance-based recognition such as bonuses and project highlights can be implemented to motivate daily efforts. This is effective as it allows Alco to not have to rely on long-term experience-based promotions. Lastly, it follows from the Mars model that Alco should consider implementing mentorship-based check-ins. This means that either senior members or senior supervisors at the office or in the field should encourage goal setting and progress, tracking for junior, less experienced employees.
Moving on to ability. The main challenge Alco has faced is closing skill gaps in apprentices and new hires. Despite being expected to have the required skills, apprentices and new hires from institutions like Red River College often lack the practical skills and knowledge required for the complex real-world scenarios where they may be under high-pressure situations they're unexperienced in. This can increase reliance on mentors, slowing down project timelines, and leading to a worsening reputation on the company's proficiency. So, how can we solve these issues and make sure this doesn't happen? Often skill gap situations occur when mentors are stretched, meaning they're being forced to take on more than they can handle at a time. ALCO solves this by maintaining and enforcing a 1 mentor per 2 apprentice ratio at all times, ensuring that new hires receive the appropriate attention and hands-on guidance. Next, to ensure employees have adequate abilities, advisors should employ foremen and mentors to conduct regular skill assessments and target training programs for specific job site focused tasks. Lastly, the use of feedback loops in an effective way for mentors to comment and report on apprentice progress. This provides certainty that management can identify skill gaps early before they become an issue hindering progress.
Now we'll talk about role perception within an organization. In terms of role perception, ALCO has been challenged with ambiguity in task ownership and communication. Despite company efforts, miscommunication or lack of clarity about who is responsible for specific tasks can occur. This is especially likely in organic office environments where work is more fluid and collaborative. Ultimately, this can lead to duplicate efforts, missed deadlines, and hesitancy if employees fear asking for help. What's the solution to these problems? Well, first, ALCO should continue to implement comprehensive blueprint systems that clarify roles and responsibilities. When phases of a project are to be completed, what is to be completed, and more. These systems can be further complemented by daily check-ins to stay on track. Next, ALCO encourages a question-friendly culture by regularly reminding staff at meetings that asking for help or clarity in their roles is welcome, expected, and supported. This is bolstered by continued proactive guidance from senior staff and foremen who are taught to be approachable, extroverted, and open. Lastly, to improve communication surrounding employee roles and progress, ALCO can integrate collaborative tracking tools in the office such as Trello or Asana to easily assign and track tasks, increasing overall accountability.
Lastly, we're going to look at external situation factors. A challenge ALCO has faced with regards to this component is operational delays from equipment tracking and safety compliance. Strict equipment tracking and safety protocols may cause delays. Adhering to these measures can interrupt task execution, especially if tools are misplaced or audits slow down in the workflow. First, ALCO can successfully track machinery and equipment with a signing out spreadsheet system that includes dates, location, and users. Engravings on each piece of equipment ensures that they're always accounted for and easily retrievable. This system can be further enhanced by digitizing it into an easily accessible app or website that uses barcode scanning to speed up the process and reduce human error. Regarding safety, ALCO has a personal company safety officer available at all times. Having a permanent consultant on site with a provided pre-approval checklist before a project starts ensures that safety procedures, practices, and policies are being followed. This also works a lot better when it is safety personnel from an outside company rather than an in-house. To further reduce safety delays, ALCO should schedule safety training refreshers quarterly to improve compliance and ensure that audits go smoothly. Having measures such as these put in place will improve company efficiency and decrease the impact of external factors that may come up at any given moment.
And finally, let's discuss some key takeaways that we can learn from the MARS model. Number 1, performance is multifaceted. Employees' success isn't just about skills. Motivation, clarity, and external situational factors all play a role. Ignoring any one of these factors can lead to decreased productivity and engagement. Number 2, motivation matters. Employees perform best when they feel engaged and valued. Without motivation, whether intrinsic or extrinsic, performance and job satisfaction decline. Number 3, skills define success. Even the most motivated employees struggle if they lack the necessary abilities. Organizations must invest in hiring, training, and mentorship to ensure that employees have the competencies needed to succeed. And number 4, clarity reduces confusion. Role ambiguity leads to frustration, errors, and missed deadlines. When employees clearly understand their responsibilities, they work more efficiently and collaborate better.
Thank you for watching. Pound that like button, smash that subscribe button, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
Motivation, ability, role perception, situation, Mars.